Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about Bluzelle and primarily this white line here. Not primarily, but we'll start off, I guess primarily. Yeah, first and foremost, from low to high here, we bounced off this 382, rejected the 236. If we go below this white line, I would consider this an official rejection, and we might be seeing prices go down to about 17 to 15.5 cents. And yes, yesterday I made a bullish video, and I am still bullish, man. I said yesterday that I was only going to put in a total of 30% of the position that I was trying to acquire with this in, and then wait for lower prices to come, or look into other projects if it took off without me. But I actually went full go. I put in everything that I wanted to for Bluzelle. I packed my bags with it, as I say, today, or technically yesterday on the chart, but today, right? For me, it's still the 20th. On the chart, it says it's the 21st. So, but on this candle here, I bought about a cent, a little bit less than a cent and a half up from here, over 26 cents. I bought it at like 26.1 cents. I was this daily top, right? Let's see, it went all the way up to 26.5. I bought a little bit below that 236. But the reason why, and for those of you who aren't on my Discord, I talked about it on there. If you're not following me on Twitter, at Chris Harris, like at, right, the at sign, Chris, CHRIS, HARRIS, the number 85, Chris Harris 85. That's me. Here, we'll go to it. I'm talking about it. But X.com, baby. I love it. It's so short, so simple, so elegant. That's me. BTC Chris, BT Chris, Chris Harris 85. If you want to follow me on there, because I did post about this 11 hours ago, right? So instead of hearing about it now on YouTube, I can talk about, I'm going to talk about what this is here, but you could have seen it earlier. And if it was confusing you, now you can get a little bit of an explanation. But looking at this thing on a weekly, if I'm not confusing enough already, looking at it on a weekly, would it be, I think it is, yeah, from this low here to this high, put it on the weekly there, we didn't hit the 618. 618 is this first white line, right? We didn't even hit it. This is actually a very bullish maneuver. We actually formed a double bottom, right? Couldn't even get there. Very bullish, very strong readings right there. You don't see that often. Generally, with this kind of look, you would at least go to your 618, but you couldn't even do it. Found resistance on your 382, came down, broke through your 382, found resistance on your 236, support on your 382 where you once found resistance, literally tipped it, broke above your 236, and found support on your 236. This is so constructive, you guys. I can't begin to tell you how constructive, like just how beautiful this looks. You know, last time that we did anything like this, and it wasn't as clean, we still have a whole week. We have about 6 days left, so this could come down and close red and get below this red line, and if it does, we might go back down to like this weekly closing high here. But if not, if we can hold this red line, and it looks like we are, man, it looks really, really constructive, we might see a move that takes us back to like these highs over here at 40 cents, 42 cents in a very short amount of time. What is that? Yeah, 43 cents almost, if not the 0.069. If not those, we might be seeing the beginnings. I mean, ultimately, I do think we are in the beginnings of a move that's going to do this, but from top to bottom, a move that will take us up to $1.42 to potentially $3.70, somewhere in there. This is your expected extension zone up here, overall, right? And beyond that, a good way to kind of beyond that initial fib. With that initial fibs look, that comeback that we're seeing right now, I would expect to see this extension. This is a different fib, right? The first fib that I had was this low to this high. I know there's a lot of lines here, but if you follow this red line, the 236 is right there, which also coincides with the 618, the golden ratio. And whenever you break above the 618 on your first pass, this is arguably the second pass even. Maybe we denied it here, found support on the 382, and then went up. But we're holding support on the 618 now. We broke above it. First pass, second pass, whatever. If it's the third pass, this is when things aren't as likely. But within the first two passes, if you can show a positive reaction with your 618 zone, which is what we're looking like we're doing, the odds of you seeing, oh, come on now, of seeing this 1272 to the 1618 go up tremendously. This becomes a likelihood. So much so that, like, in my experience, the 1272, I feel comfortable saying it's like 80 to 90% chance that we go up there. 1618, 70, 75% chance that we go up there. You know, maybe the 1414 even, like, we could see that as well. It's less common, but it's kind of been more common these days. I feel like I've seen a lot of 1414 extensions. But again, minimum price $1.42 and a half to $3.69, almost $3.70. We're sitting at 24.8 cents right now, you guys. And this would happen, I would think, in a very short amount of time. When this thing likes to move up, man, it loves to do it quickly. So again, going back to that white line that I had drawn, if we were to close below these like daily highs here at like 24.2 cents, probably like 24.3 cents, that would have me convinced that maybe we do go lower. Maybe we are not going to hold this as our low. We perhaps go down to this previous closing high here on the weekly. We might go down to this weekly closing high here, just below 18 cents, something like that. And I won't be selling, man. I'll just have to take my losses. I'll have to lick my wounds and be ready for this thing to come back up. I'll buy some if it does go down there, but all in all, what we could have right now, with the way that everything looks, if we were to close this week green, we could have a bullish kind of maneuver where we're bouncing off the overbought zone. That'd look really, really good, man. Overall, I you know, going back to what I was really excited about is how constructive this looks. It might not seem significant, man, but this shit gets me excited. Like, genuinely, rejected support after rejecting it. You found support on a previous rejection, found support on a previous rejection. Where do you go? There's nowhere left to go. You got your 0.069. That's not even a fib. It's an area of significance sometimes. Look, you found some significance over here, a little bit just below it. But really where the next place would be is your 1272, which is that, again, $1.40. Was it $1.46? I forget what it was. $1.42, somewhere around there. So I do think it's going higher. I think that above $1 is even possible by the end of this year. Here we are at the end of November, and we only have about a month and 10 days left in this year, and we're sitting at 24, almost 25 cents right now. So if we can hold above, really this red line, if we can hold above this red line, I've got a lot of hopes, man. I got a lot of hopes, but time will tell. Time will definitely tell. I think it would look a little bit more convincing that we will go below that red line if we close below 24.3 cents. If we close below that, I'd be a little bit concerned at that point, just a little bit. Still possible that we could go, and we could wick, I don't know why it keeps doing that. We could wick below it and be fine, but let's not close below it, okay? And if we get a close above, on a daily basis, above this, above 29.6 cents, let's call it, then it's on, man. It's on. Like, on to highs that we haven't seen since April of 2021. Like, it's on like that, man. It's on like that. So if you like the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. I did put everything in that I wanted to buy with this thing. I've packed my bags with it. I'm fully in it, so I FOMO'd in or got excited, whatever you want to call it, man. I don't know. I feel like it was a little FOMO, but when I saw that, man, that we bounced off this 236 after bouncing off of that 382, like, I just got excited. So I'm happy with the buy, and I'm content with waiting. And ultimately, I'm not selling, man. I'm not going to be selling until the end of the cycle anyways. I have a $100 price target for this thing by the end of the cycle, if not more. It could genuinely be worth a lot more than that. So anyways, that's all I got for you guys. If you like the video, thumbs ups are appreciated. Hit that like button, and I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.